this next chart is just kind of an example of a spreadsheet that should be used to understand the total project cost. And one of the issues when you're getting into a project like this is you start soliciting quotes from vendors, and every vendor is going to give you a quote that includes a different scope. And it's very important to really look at this from an overall project cost. So you have the actual cost for, say, a repipe of the plumbing mechanical work to remove and replace the plumbing, but do you also have the cost in there for asbestos remediation if it's an older building, or if you have to relocate tenants in the case of concrete construction building, what's the cost associated with that? If you have to redesign portions of the systems, you'll most likely need an engineer. What's the associated cost with that? And then a lot of it is the civil work to repair the openings up of the wall, the drywall work, the replacement of the faux finishes, etc. These are all issues that have to be really evaluated on an apples-to-apples basis to make sure you're really looking at the true overall project cost and evaluating the scopes evenly. Another important issue, not so much from a cost standpoint, but from a safety standpoint, is the certification. ANSI NSF Standard 61 is a certification that was set forth for materials used in drinking water and how safe they are. So anything from faucets to pipes, etc., to coatings to linings, have to have an ANSI NSF Standard 61 certification to show that they're not going to leach any harmful contaminants into the water. ICT 189 is another certification that's specifically for the lining process to say that this process has been evaluated and meets the various standards. Another issue is the warranty. Whichever solution is picked, what's the warranty that is associated with it? Is it just a materials warranty? Is it a materials and installation warranty? Does the warranty just cover the replacement of the actual pipes, or does it cover the damage caused by a leak? Leaks in high-rise buildings, for instance, if it's a large leak, can go down the walls through 10 floors in 10 different suites, and so you have the associated costs and damages. And so again, when you're looking at the overall life cycle cost of a project, the warranty has an impact on what your safety net is and what the associated cost is. And finally, vendor selection. Picking the right vendor is incredibly important to a project of this. These are typically long projects, anywhere from 1 to 6 months, and the vendor plays a key role in your costs, how well you're going to stay on budget, how your tenants are dealt with. Some of the key questions to ask and to look at when evaluating a vendor is, how long has this vendor been in business? How large of a firm they are? Are they a big enough firm and have commercial experience to handle a large multi-tenant building, or are they typically more of a residential contractor? What type of certifications do they have, or qualifications? Are they journeymen or master plumbers? Have they gone through OSHA and safety training? These are certainly from the CuraFlo standpoint. We look at having all of our crews with licensed plumbers on them. They've all gone through certification courses. We keep very strict control over the staff and the crew that we use, because that certainly determines how well the project goes. It leaves a huge impression on both the property owner and the tenants. Things just about how efficient, courteous, professional, and clean the crews are. How are they going to handle security? The crews are in and out of a tenant's apartments quite a few times throughout the course of the project, and security of that tenant's apartment is certainly a big issue. And then finally, as we talked about with the cost spreadsheet, how comprehensive is their scope? Are you willing to have a vendor with just a very narrow scope, and then you yourself act as a general contractor or hire a general contractor to handle the civil work, the drywall, the asbestos, et cetera? Or is it a larger firm that acts as a general contractor and takes care of everything? And so these are all issues that need to be weighed in the evaluation of the process.